Hello, Sparrows. Hello, Sparrows. Good day to you. I am Valerie Miller of TVM, the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change. And just coming on with a quick mini-mercial to introduce you to Lennox Armstrong out of Atlanta. He's going to be our guest on Monday for Matters of the Heart and want to bring him on so you all can meet him. Hi, Lennox, and just get a snippet of what you can look forward to when it comes to the show on Monday. Welcome. How are you
Thank you so
today,
much.
sir?
Wonderful. How are you?
All right. Can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you fine.
All right. Just want to make sure that we can be heard clearly out there so the sparrows can have an idea of who you are, just to get a quick glimpse of the great conversation we're going to be having on Monday for Matters of the Heart. I'm
Fantastic.
excited.
Wonderful. So am I. Well, I am a singer, songwriter, music producer. Often, my music turns into poetry. I let my heart lead me where God's talent allows. And I'm looking forward to meeting you all, talking to you, and having a wonderful conversation.
I'm excited also. I've been so excited. I did mention you just briefly last week. I didn't say your name. I said I had the greatest conversation with someone that's going to be coming into this house. And because when we spoke, the conversation was so great.
It was
However,
wonderful.
it wasn't recorded. We didn't
Right,
record that juice.
right, right.
And that's
That's
a
all right. There's magic in the bottle can happen again.
brand new stuff. I'm loving your music. I do have the one track that's streaming on my timeline right now.
Wonderful. Is
Yeah,
that the Can I Be Honest?
can I be honest?
Yeah, yeah. Listen, it took some doing to get to honesty. You have to kind of do some self-reflection.
Uh-huh.
And fortunately, it came out in that song. It's a song about um, admitting mistakes, admitting hope, admitting regret,
Hmm.
and admitting love, of self and others, So a beautiful, warm, beautiful production. It really is.
It is. I love it. And of course, I love love. I talk about it all the time. Everything is love based and love conscious because it's such a beautiful feeling and it's a grand choice to make in relationships. It's not always easy, however, well worth it every
Listen,
time.
I agree with you. Love most certainly is a choice.
Hmm.
And when people decide to get together, you make a choice
Yes.
to when you want to marry that person, and all that goes
Right.
with it. And even when you're just dating that person, you made a decision to be with that person. It's
Hmm.
also a choice to do less than you promised. It is what it is. I see you over there moving around, but it is, right. It's a
Yes, it's
choice
so
to
true.
do less than you promised, and you didn't
Right.
do it by mistake. If you messed up, so you got to own up to it quickly. If you plan on salvaging it, because when you do less than you promised, you lose trust, and when you lose trust, you lose the
It's out.
ability to love well.
Right. Right. And you lose the trust of the other person.
Yeah, yeah,
When there's genuine love there originally and then that trust has been broken,
yeah,
that's tough.
yeah.
It's
But
tough.
it's also an opportunity. It's always not. It's from that point forward. If you're wise and if you pay attention to the moment, you don't really lose everything. You have the possibility of fixing it or
Absolutely.
growing in the next relation from it. But you
Absolutely.
next relationship from it. But you got to do something, right? You got to
You
make
gotta
another
do
choice
something.
to be
That's another
different.
choice.
It's another choice. It's moments. We kind of swing from moments to moments. Sometimes we learn and don't have to swing backwards. But if you don't learn, guess what? You go right back to where you started.
Repeat. Boomerang. Repeat.
Right. That's right.
It's this. Eventually
Yep.
you'll get it. However,
Right.
hopefully you'll learn, take away some wisdom
Yeah.
from every engagement, and
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
you'll landslide with the right one. Hopefully you can do it with the one that you're with, so you're not having to have the mechanics of back and forth,
That's right.
starting over, because
Right.
different every time. So
You know,
that
and the
like
thing that I love, the thing that I love about love and the opportunity to grow it is, you know, if you're making those choices that we keep referring to, when you find somebody, you got to look into that person's story, their backstory, because they'll tell you.
yes,
And if you're thinking with your head and your heart, you know, you'll hear their story and you'll know this is somebody I can progress with. And
succeed,
or you probably should also notice that maybe not this person. That's
right?
okay. That's a good thing.
The sooner you know that, the better off everyone is.
No question.
It's
No
either
question.
to thank you for your time. I really respect your honesty. Can I be honest,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
And or you know what? This is something beautiful. I'm grateful for this time in my life. Let's see
You
where
know,
the torches go.
it's funny when you bring up the song "Can I Be Honest." The context of that song happens when this particular guy, me in this particular case,
Yeah,
is going over the mistakes that he made, and
right.
he's reflecting and singing to the woman that he is no longer with. You know, I
Hmm.
realized I made some errors here, and I want to be honest about them, and I want to recant them so I can one relive the moment and hopefully never relive it again,
Right.
but show my remorse, show my gratitude for where I am right now, and to apologize, right, for the mistakes
Right.
that I made. You know, and let me tell you, Valerie, it took some doing to get to that ability to just say that was me, that was my bad. You know, and so you
Maturity.
know, yeah. You know, listen,
Growth.
you know what? I own my own part of it, you know, and so we live, we learn, we move forward, and we do so progressively.
Forgive it. Turn the page. Keep
Yes, next.
going. It's that simple.
Right, if that young lady sang that
Jump
song "Thank
into
You
it.
Next."
Yes. Thank you.
Right,
Next.
right,
And it's so respected when an apology is extended.
absolutely.
You
And it's
know,
genuine,
it's genuine.
you know. Yeah, no, yeah, it's wonderful, you know. I was very fortunate to be able to navigate that very turbulent time in my life, and you know, and remain very warm and very friendly with my ex. We still love each other dearly. We're not in love, but we love each other and respect each other dearly. You know, we've got two wonderful sons together that we still have the responsibility of nurturing, and
Yes.
it takes an environment of love to do that, both for yourself, for your mate, and for your children, because they're watching.
Sure does.
Right, they're saying, well, how did mom and dad handle this, you know?
Right.
The split and the breakup is hard enough, and you think first person, like, here's my hurt, here's, you know, what I'm dealing with, here's what she's dealing with. But
Right.
those other, you know, those other life forms are going, I see you, I'm watching you, you're teaching me how to be, you know, can you reconcile, will you reconcile,
Right.
and will you be responsible enough to love us through this as well, because we need to get through it too,
Right.
you know. So it's a lot,
So many
goes,
people. So many
yeah, it's a
people
lot
are
goes on.
affected.
Yeah,
It's just not a 1-2 situation. Other
right,
people are intently hurt and has
yeah.
to adjust and also deal with their emotions in this whole union. So
Listen, they were dragged in it. They didn't make the decision to, you know, to be participants in a divorce. They were just like, life was great. You know, it's funny. I tell this story sometimes. Folks don't believe me. You know, when I was um, I wasn't deciding. We were deciding that we had to change something. We were going to change something.
uh-huh.
So we brought our children into the master suite and said, "Hey, listen, we want to talk to you about what's about to happen." You know, and we told them that mom and dad, you know, still love each other. We're just not going to be in love, and the difference of that means, you know, for kids at that age, maybe 10 and 15, you know, we didn't get graphic. We just simply said we're not going to sleep in the same room.
Right.
But Valerie, we stayed in the same house
Don't
for
spill too much juice.
another.
Don't you tell too much juice. Don't you
Well,
spill
listen.
too much juice.
Let me tell you, when I tell you, it is a story to tell that is so interesting, and we'll pick it up in the conversation. But
Yes.
it is something else. You can't believe it could have been a reality show. Believe me.
And it still could be.
Yes, it could
Always
be.
write the story.
Right,
I
right,
believe in that. And you
right.
sing it. So it's different ways of sharing that
Oh, no
story.
question, no question. Music therapy. The name of the project that the
Hmm.
song "Can I Be Honest" comes from is called Music Therapy, and
Yes.
it is a overview of things that I've lived, I've loved through, I've learned from, and I've rebounded from. Kind of, rebounded more like a phoenix because I had to. I had to take care of me. You
Yeah.
know, and it took
At
some
times you have
doing.
to.
What'd you say?
I said there are times when you have to crash to ashes in order to be restored.
Listen. Let me tell you, I had to look in the mirror, and I don't mean that figuratively. I had to look in the mirror. I'm telling you, I was going through it, Valerie, one time. I looked in the mirror and I saw me, but it was the other me in the mirror going, "Damn, you all right?" you know. And I had to, there's a song that says, "Encourage yourself."
Yes.
Right? I had to encourage myself, like we're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay. You
Exactly.
know, and
I
we won't do this again.
I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
your music, I wrote all that in my book. How I
Mm,
became fabulous in the lady all the time because you have to go inside and look at yourself, fix what's bruised and broken, and it
yeah,
takes time to do that. And
yeah,
you do soar up like
yeah.
Phoenix in the end because
That's
now
right.
you can understand where all of this came from. And now I'm on the other side of it and I can sing about it, I can write about it, I can share
Right,
the story. So
right.
that's where we're going to draw the line.
Well, there you go. That's a good
We're
spot
drawing
to
it.
stop right there.
They want some more Jews, Sparrows, Lennox's followers. Hey, be in the room
Yeah,
on Monday.
yeah. We're looking forward to talking to you guys and sharing with you and learning from you as well.
Learning is always about an exchange.
Absolutely.
It's exchange. So I honestly thank you for dropping in today for this Mini-Mercial just to give Sparrows a quick peep in the window of what to look forward to on Monday. And this is
Thank you.
absolutely nothing. If it's even a glimmer of what we chatted about last week, watch out, world. I'm so serious. I'm excited. So, on that note, I want to say love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude and soar in all you do. Love you, Mina. Smooches.
Ciao.